For this exercise, we're looking to build strength in specific jumping angles. So it's all about building strength at or near the angles that we actually jump from. So what we're gonna work with is a 90-degree angle, okay? Or a little bit higher is okay, especially those of you who like to take off from a little bit less of a knee bend, more minimal knee bend. That's fine to work with about right here. But for most of us, we're gonna work with around a 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle is not gonna be thigh parallel to the floor. That's actually more than 90 degrees. So we're gonna be right about there, all right? Now you have 3 options for this exercise. If you have a Smith machine, that's our best option because we're not worried about stability and balance right now. We're strictly trying to expose these joint angles to really high forces so that we can get stronger at those angles in that amortization phase. That's what power is all about. If you do not have a Smith machine, you can do a barbell, but I don't want you to do rear foot elevated, okay? Because if we're going heavy, I gotta balance and get my leg up. It's a little bit too unsafe. So if you're going with a regular barbell, set up in this position, so it's almost like a reverse lunge, and then I'm just getting down to that angle. And this back foot, I'm not loading it. My weight is really on this front leg, but this leg is just there for a little bit of stability. Now, if you don't have a Smith machine or a barbell, or you feel like you're just not ready to have a bar on your back, some of you guys may not be ready, or you feel uncomfortable with a bar on your back, you can go heavy dumbbells. So you do have to load up nice and heavy on those dumbbells. As always, on any of these variations, start really light and then gradually overload. But I would just hold the dumbbells to my side. You could either do rear foot elevated on a bench, or you could just do this kickstand position. Now, really important point here is I wanna set up so that at the bottom position, my knee's not going beyond the toe. Not that that's a bad thing, but right now we're trying to build some strength in the anterior chain and specifically in this patella tendon. And if I get too far over, early on in a training program especially, you can really irritate that tendon. And so what I want you to do is set up with that bar right above the heel. So I can set up in this position where if I draw a straight line down from that bar, it would intersect the heel, okay? Not the toe, it's gonna intersect the heel. What that's gonna do is allow me to get my knee right above the toe in that bottom position, okay? So you can see how I'm sort of in between the shoelace and the toe. But if I set up too close to the bench, my knee would go way out over the toe. Now, as far as what weight to use, always start light. You could start with just the barbell, get comfortable in these positions, master it, film yourself from the side, make sure everything looks good, make sure our knees feel good, our back feels good, we're not pushing through any tendon or joint pain, and then we can gradually overload. Now, I do want you to get pretty heavy. So if you look at the sets and reps, and it said hold for 10 seconds, by the end of that 10 seconds, you should feel like you can't hold that much longer. So if you're done with your 10 seconds and you feel like you could have easily held for 20 seconds, it's too light. Now, if you're in a position where you only feel comfortable with light weights, you're gonna have to extend the rep time. So if we said 10 seconds, but you don't feel at least an 8 out of 10 burn in those quads, you need to extend the time. You can go 20 seconds, you can go 30 seconds, right? Get something out of this exercise. I do want it to burn 8 out of 10 in the quads and the glutes with no knee pain and no back pain. That's the ultimate goal here.